YouTube, what is going on? Back with my latest video, back in the installment of Speculation Saturday. So I have a pretty cool one for you guys today. I have 3 Funko Pops and 1 comic book I think you guys should pick up. All of these I think will go up in value over time, and all of them I think are at a good price now to purchase them to your collection. So let's get right into them and see what I got for you today. Here we go. Alright guys, before we get in this video, please smash that like button down below. Let me know you guys are enjoying these videos, and as always, if you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button down below as well so you're updated to my most recent content, and hit that bell notification so you're alerted as soon as I post a new video. So if it's your first time tuning in, what I like to do on this segment, mostly every week, is try to pick some pops and sometimes a comic book that I think are going to go up in value over time. I like to kind of focus on Saturday on like the dollars and cents side of the Funko hobby. You know, every other day during the week we talk about the collecting, but there is part of it in the investing or, you know, monetary value side that we all are interested in with our Funko Pops. So on this segment I kind of like to focus on that. So before we get into the Funko Pops, just to kind of get out of the way, I do want to show you guys a comic book. I know a lot of people are starting to tune in this for the comic books and like it, so I thought I would include a comic book as well that I think you guys would be interested in, even if you're not into them. So the first the comic book I have that I think you guys should pick up, and I think it's going to go value over time, is this A-Force #1. So why did I pick this? If you're not paying attention at all to the climate we're living in, female empowerment is, you know, the real deal, and it's here to stay. And this is an all-female team, basically the female Avengers. So this book is not going for too much. I have a couple of these, and I got them for, you know, like $4 each, so you can definitely get them. It's not expensive. Again, getting into comic book hobby is not really expensive thing if you know what you're looking for. But you have all the like female superheroes. You got Hulk, or She-Hulk, sorry, She-Hulk, Emma Frost, you have Scarlet Witch over here, Spider-Woman, you have Ironheart up here somewhere, yeah, Ironheart, Rogue, Wasp, Storm. So you got pretty much all the female characters in Marvel. And they're starting to introduce a whole lot of these characters, giving them their own movies, on TV shows, and I definitely can see them doing something like this as far as a TV show or a movie in the future. So I definitely think this is one to keep your eye out for. You know, the direction they're going with the movies, I can definitely see them doing this in the future. Again, it's a very inexpensive book, and either way, it's a very, very dope cover. It's got all the superheroes on there. A lot of people don't realize that the new Iron Man is actually a woman. It's Ironheart, and it's a girl. And you know, there's a lot of other female characters that are pretty relevant right now. This Marvel's gonna be very big. The new Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan. And this is one I definitely would grab before it gets out of hand and, you know, it's too late, just because I think this is a dope one to have either way. And if you're not into this cover, there is another cover which is even better, and it is this hip-hop variant, A-Force #1. You got that Straight Outta Compton NWA cover homage right there. So this is also not too expensive. I think, yeah, I paid $4 for it, so it's not expensive at all. Either cover is gonna be good. This one's really dope if you're not into just the superheroes, but you're into, you know, hip-hop. There's a whole lot of different hip-hop variants out there for comic book covers, and this is definitely one I would scoop up. So just want to give you guys one comic book I think is going to go up in value. Let's get right into the Funko Pops. Alright guys, so the first Funko Pop I have you guys today is actually one I don't even own, but I still think it's one that's gonna go up in value over time. I don't have this Pop because it's not a character I really enjoy, but a lot of people do, and it's, you know, definitely one I decided I need to mention, and that's the Batman Who Laughs. So I'm not a huge DC fan, you know, I like Batman, but this character hasn't really grabbed me yet, mainly because he's new. I haven't gotten into like really appreciating the character yet, but people who love him, and this Funko Pop is a very dope one as well. Looks just like him in the comics. The reason why I picked this one, as you guys can see, is a PX exclusive. The PX exclusive Pops aren't really too hard to find. You see them, you know, at the comic book shops, you'll see them at FYE, you'll see them at GameStop sometimes. You'll pretty much see them everywhere that Funko Pops are sold. But this Pop I've never seen out in the wild. Now maybe it's just me, and maybe you guys can find it in your area, which would be great, because it's definitely one I think you should grab. But a lot of times these PX exclusives don't really hold their weight. They drop, they're expensive when they first drop, and they start to crash down because the stock is, you know, there's a lot of them out there. This one hasn't. This one's still kind of holding steady where it is. It's slowly creeping up $1 per, you know, every couple weeks as far as the value. And like I said, it's a character that people really, really like. This one got released back in 2018. So I can only imagine that Funko's going to vault this one soon. So once it gets vaulted, it's definitely gonna start creeping up in value. But if this guy does appear in any major property, whether it be a TV show or movie, it's gonna skyrocket in price. I don't know, I don't believe he's anywhere outside the comics right now, so the buzz is only in the comics, and the comic book that he's makes his first appearance in is actually starting to go up a lot as well. So definitely one I think you should get your hands on. The comic community sometimes dictates the Funko Pop community, and it's always pretty late. You know, there's definitely a delay before the Funko community catches on. This is one I think you guys should pick up. Again, I don't have it, I probably won't pick it up, but I definitely suggest you guys to do so. It's only about a $16 pop right now on the Funko app, but it's kind of hard pressed to find it. You're gonna probably pay about 20 bucks for it. So definitely one I suggest to get into your collection if you're a DC fan or just a superhero fan, superhero or supervillain fan in general. This pop's pretty cool. It doesn't seem like it's widely available. It's probably gonna be vaulted soon, and there's only goes up from here as far as potential for this character. So first pop I have you guys to pick up is the Batman Who Laughs. Alright guys, so the second pop I have you guys today is one I do have, so I can show you this one. So with this line that Funko dropped, it was very, very hyped up. Then people talk about for years. There's a rumor, you know, swirling for a long time, and they finally dropped it. It's the McDonald's line, so most people know what I'm talking about already. There's gotta be at least one pop that comes out of this McDonald's line that's going to be a grail, or at least I would think so. Right off the bat, it's not gonna be Ronald. They're gonna make so many Ronalds. He's the most popular character. He, you know, appeals to not just Funko collectors, but, you know, nostalgic collectors everywhere, and, you know, fast food collectors, whatever. Ronald has a big following. So it's gonna be one of the others. For me, Mayor McCheese and Officer Mac, they weren't around for me as a 90s kids. A lot of people who collect Funko Pops are 90s kids, so I don't really see them going up too much in value. The ones that I think are gonna come down to being worth something are gonna be Grimace, Hamburglar, and Wendy. But if I had to pick any of them, it's gonna come down to Hamburglar. So the reason why I picked Hamburglar is I can see Funko making this one the first vaulted one. It's one I can't find it at all. I don't see it available out in the stores. I've been to FYE multiple times, GameStop. I don't see it. Again, you know, I only can go for what I see. You know, in your area you might find different availability than I do. But Hamburglar is definitely a character we all grew up with, especially 90s kids. He was in all the commercials. And it's gonna come down to, with this McDonald's line, which one gets vaulted first. And I think it's gonna be, like I said, between Grimace, Hamburglar, and Wendy, which I believe is store exclusive. So at that point, I think it comes between Hamburglar and Grimace, and I'm gonna put my money on Hamburglar being the one that comes out of it. Once this pop gets vaulted, it's gonna skyrocket in value. It's not gonna be available. People are going to wanna collect the whole line of the McDonald's characters, and they're gonna have to try to track this one down to be a completionist. With the Funko, not Funko Shop, the McDonald's exclusive with the 5-pack selling out pretty quickly. Not seeming like Funko's gonna, at this point, put on their shop. I saw they released it in their store. People are gonna have to start collecting these individually if they want them. So I can definitely see Hamburglar being the one that comes out of the pack, being the most expensive one. I don't really know what the price point lands for these. You know, a lot of the ad icons kind of hover once they become grails between $50 to $100, and eventually they kind of skyrocket. But definitely a whole line I suggest you to get, just in case I'm wrong on my pick. But I still think Hamburglar is the one that's going to make it out of it. It's the reason why I got him first over any of the other ones. So I kind of want to get him out of the way. And just a popular and iconic character I think you guys should pick up either way. So second pick I have you guys this week is the Hamburglar. Alright guys, so my final pick for this week is also, it's not an ad icon, but it's an icon, I guess. And this pop was one I picked up because I thought it was pretty cool, and was very, very shocked and surprised it sold out and already started to go up in price. But I still think there's room for this one to move up even higher over time. And that pop is Oodles. So the reason why I picked Oodles, if you guys haven't noticed or seen, this last week they announced that there's going to be a spicy Oodles version that's going to drop at Hot Topic. So I can only imagine that Funko's going to take this character and run with it, which I'm actually kind of surprised that they're able to do so and get away with it with not getting sued by Top Ramen, but hey, you know, go for it, Funko. So I can only imagine that Funko's going to start rolling with this character. They're going to start making different flavors and colors or whatever of this guy. Maybe they'll make a scented one with chicken or beef or whatever, but I can definitely see them doing more with this character, not just stopping at the spicy. At that point, people are going to want to complete the set by having the original. So, you know, if this character is already going for like 65 bucks, there is precedent for spastic plastic or fantastic plastic pops to go up in value. So I don't think this one's gonna stay at that $65 mark for a long time. I can definitely see this being a $100, $125 pop. There has other pops like the Streaker Shriner, I think goes for a lot more. A few other their original characters go for a lot. And with this one having a little bit of a crossover between being a original character and also an ad icon, I think this one has a lot of potential. And you know, with your people are going to want to be completionists. So anytime you collect in a hobby, you're going to want all these characters. A lot of people saw that spicy one, which is very, very dope looking, and they're going to go back and try to get this one as well, just so they can have both. And then the third one's going to come out, and people that didn't get the first two are going to have to go back and get this one. So this is one I strongly suggest you get in your collection either way. It's a very dope one. Like I said, I don't know how they haven't got sued by Top Ramen. If that happens, this even becomes more collectible. So Oodles is definitely one of my expensive picks. I still think has some legs, and one I think you should definitely add into your collection. So there you go, guys. Those are my 3 Funko picks and comic books for this week. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and if you have any of these pops in your collection. If you've not already, hit that like button down below, hit the subscribe button, and follow me on Instagram at ThePopSavage so you can stay connected on there as well. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Until next time, I'll see you later.